Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. All right. Elephant in the room. Why am I not on Genshin? I need a small breather. I'm still a little tilted from the Abyss. I don't care that I did it like on my technically second attempt. Uh, After switching the teams up and stuff like that. I still hate that crab. I do. But in part it has to do with my free-to-play account. So Forrest came home and he was like, "Oh, you didn't do your free-to-play account." And I was like, "No, I didn't." So he went on, and I was just expecting him to just, either condense my resin, spend the resin, or whatever. And he went into the Abyss, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, I can kind of see that." And we were expecting, probably 2 stars on the 12th floor. Everything was going wrong on that account. Every attempt that we did on the 12th floor wasn't working. Like Veresa's main team, the Overload team, should have been fine on that side. And I'm not I'm not even expecting 3 stars. It should have been fine, but the Overloads just kept sending the ads from the Wild Hunt local legend everywhere. So it was just like, okay, this is causing a problem. So now we're not being able to diminish the second HP bar very fast and whatever. Now, this could also stem from the first side not feeling very good, because I really don't have anything for the first side. Like, my main account technically doesn't either. The closest thing I could have done outside of brute forcing with Flynn's is possibly trying Alhaitham. But the problem is that I felt I needed the shield because of that stupid Vishap. Right? So there was a lot of things that Forrest tried with what I had, and he is like, this account is missing so much stuff for the current abysses. Like, it's just a complete miss, because the builds aren't bad. They're not bad at all. Some of them are actually really good split wise. Like Veresa, I believe I did show it. She has like an 80 something over a 180 crit damage on her set, not the codex, her set. So yeah, it's actually fairly decent. I just don't know what to do. And it's that same level of burnout I had, that I just don't know what I want to do with the account anymore, and it doesn't feel good to play. As we were watching, he was doing the best and I was watching it, I was like, it feels like none of the characters are actually doing damage. And I have felt like that for a while. Again, the builds aren't bad, but it feels like Chaska's doing jack shit. It feels like Veresa's damage is good. She just has the problem where she just kind of locks onto something else that she shouldn't be fighting. It's like, no, your target is here. Just go over here. That's a problem with the kit of Veresa in and of itself. Her damage is fine. But Chaska, no, it feels like she does nothing. And then I'm stuck with Eula and D-Luke, who are so early characters that, yeah, you can pump a little bit of damage out of them, but it's not great. So I feel foolish for even trying to, getting the beacon to try to up their damage. Now, I want to point out, could I probably throw that on if I got Varka? Yes. Would it be good on Varka? I have no idea. To me, it's a crit rate weapon, so yes. Who else is and Mualani just doesn't do anything. I want her to be good. I want Durin to actually work with her and stuff like that. But then it just kind of comes down to even if he does work, is it going to be enough to pump out the damage from Mualani? It's just so crazy that I have Natlan DPSs on that account and they're not doing jack in comparison. And you could say that, well, your main has Flynn's and that's why you did it. I mean, I lucked out and had Flynn's for the first side, and that he could overpower it. But, Nuvalet just dumpstered the second side. I don't care that my Nuvalet is C4 R1. He still did that. I watched an C1 R1 do it. And it still doesn't make any sense to me that the side that was catered to Flynn's, you didn't need him at all. You didn't need Electro at all. Yeah, I'm ranting for a second. Well, for a few minutes at least. But that's why I'm on Disgaea today. Because it just, I don't know what to do. And it makes me not want to play the free to play account. Free to play, if you really want hard mode for Genshin, free to play is the way to go. It's too many mental gymnastics for me to figure out what I need to be able to do content. And the Abyss, 36 starring the Abyss has always been that standard amongst players of clearing the game and actually, doing the end game content. And I was happy just 36 starring the Abyss, I don't really care about getting all things and everything in the theater because it takes so many characters to do it, and that'll come over time. Stingy and Onslaught, yes, the feathers are nice, but they're not necessary. The primos are on one of the easier difficulties, and then you're done. So I hate the fact that they're catering the Abyss now to shill the things that are on the banner when Onslaught is way better for that. And it's actually blocking characters. But again, like I say that, but again, the side that's catered to Flints, you don't even need him. You don't even need Electro. Depending on the team composition you have. Like Newbie Premium just absolutely slaughtered that. Skirk can absolutely slaughter that. But you want to know what's pissing me off? So I watched 2 videos today because I only saw 2 that were out. One I believe was Gotcha Gamer and the other one was Jello Impact, talking about Nefer. One of them was from the creative server. First of all, I was pretty sure you weren't supposed to show the Abyss when doing stuff in the creative server. And you might go, well, Luz, why does that matter? It should be this current Abyss. No. No, the Abyss that they were in to test stuff was the next Abyss. I don't care that Nefer's boss is in there. Because we had the other 2. We had Knuckle Duckle and we had the Pokemon wannabe. I care that the crab is back. They relaxed on that? Okay. But yeah, I do care that the crab is back, and it makes sense because it's shilling Nefer, blah, blah, blah. But the other thing that's kind of getting me, is this new way of doing things where you need another character to buff the DPS. I mean, this has happened since, Fontaine. Nuvi needs Farina. I proved that he kind of doesn't, but... Because I feel that some of the Shredders do better than Farina, but we're talking, one character as opposed to 2, right? So, Nuvi kind of needs Farina. Escoffier, Skirk needs Escoffier. Malvika needs Sitlali, etc. From what I was seeing with the Nefer stuff, Lauma adds so much to her. It's insane. It's absolute insanity. Because I'm sitting there, as I'm watching it and seeing that stupid crab's face again, I was like, well, maybe I should consider just pulling Nefer to have a higher, quote-unquote, because Lunar Blooms can crit and everything, another Dendro DPS. Because remember, I did skip Kanich, because I had Alhaitham. Alhaitham's damage kind of slid, but Lauma kind of brings him back up, which I wasn't even paying attention to, as I mentioned. And part of the reason I didn't use the guarantee on Lauma. Because I was like, well, if I did that, then Alhaitham comes up, but, I have Nefer, so why would I use Alhaitham? So it kind of, it makes it feel icky. I don't want to, I'm always reminded of aggro. All right? That little gecko. I don't want to do the dishes. Don't get me wrong. I like Nefer. I like the fact that one of her idols has the cat. Her gameplay, her animations look sick. But there's a part of me that's just I really don't want to pull Nefer for this reason, especially because I don't have Lauma. And then we have the issue as well, even if I pulled her and used a subpar team until I got Lauma, which, is fine too. You could just be like, I'll get Nefer now and then get Lauma on the rerun. Yeah, it's kind of a waste of wishes because you're getting a subpar team, but sometimes that happens. People have pulled Flynn's and are using like Auroron and Fischl over Anefa because they don't have Anefa. Because they were just saving for Nodcry. Woo, watch streak! What is this stream streak and why do I feel this is not insensitive? They think it is. I don't know. So like I actually got a notification that I had like a like a 5 stream streak for Eeks. And it was like, catch a stream before you lose your streak. And it was the day he had off. And I'm like, well, he's not streaming today. Can't do that. It gives more channel points. Oh. Well, okay then. I guess that's a thing. That's fine. I don't know. So yeah, between my... Okay, thank you, honey. I have a can of seltzer next to me. Because I ran out of coffee. I am going to get some coffee when I go to the bank later. Because I need quarters. So yeah, but between seeing the attempts on my free-to-play account just absolutely do nothing, and we're like, every build is good. Why is this happening? It's freaking sucks. So it felt like everything I've done has been wasted, and all of Forrest's efforts have been wasted because he's the one that's been doing stuff for my account while I haven't been streaming that. It felt worse, like watching, like, just... I was on Facebook, and somebody even mentioned, F that crab. And I went into the post just to see the comments, and you had only a small handful of people that were like, well, I did it in one try with Lauma. Yeah, try doing it without fucking Lauma. Somebody in the comments actually said that they had a top 1% C6 Nahida, and they still struggled. There is something inherently wrong with the game if you feel you need to have someone like Lauma for a fight. Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Make him have like a box of apple juice or something. That'd be cute. And the sad news of Durin is he might not work with Mulaney anymore. And there it is. So yeah, it's now at a point, apple coffee. I'm gonna write, do I have my notebook in here? I don't. When I break for food, I'll actually, grab my notebook and write that down just so I can remember. I don't know what to do with the FTP account right now. And it might come down to the fact that maybe I just take a complete break from it and skip Nodcry. Because that land meta got me absolutely fucking nowhere. Cat smile. But yeah, like so many people in that comments all said the same thing with the crab, the F the crab. And maybe it's just that we don't understand how to fight it or something. But it's such a niche fight that it just makes it makes you feel so bad that you're bashing your head up against the wall. Do you know how my husband beat his? With fucking Iato. The first time I seen an Iato do it, and he had Skirk on the other side, and technically Skirk was on the wrong weapon because she shared hers with Iato, which was kind of funny. But the amount of bashing your head against a damn wall to fight that stupid thing, and you need something specific because you need Dendro, and effectively you need a lot of Hydro. But I saw somebody use not use hydro at all on it. So what part of the mechanic am I missing on that fight to make it so that it did that? Does the crab actually like shoot hydro at it and ignite the bombs? And I'm just missing animations or something? Like it's targeting you and you have to stand on the bombs? I bet you that's what it's fucking is. Even still, the crab sucks. Fuck you, crab. So no, I'm not happy that it's back for the next abyss and everything. It makes it feel like I should pull Nefer, because I do want Lauma on my main. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I do want her because she will work with Nubi and whatever. Yeah. It being yeah. Guess I go for that. It's sad, but I guess it would be Hex because I don't have a lot of primos at this point anyway to go for Flynn's, and like why would I want to pull for Flynn's when I have Flynn's on my main? Because that was the whole point. I am skipping Durin for the time being on my main, which is really just depending if Nuvi is running, but I don't know. It's just aggravating. It is so flippin' aggravating. As much as I love the game, it's just maddening. And I was like, you know what? I'll go on Disgaea today instead of doing Genshin and Star Rail. It'll probably be a shorter stream. That way I make sure I can hit the bank and all that stuff. As it is, I might have to go grab lunch because I don't have much in the house right now because I finished all my leftovers in my soup. So instead of just breaking for lunch, I might just end there. I'll go to the bank and all that stuff, make sure everything's all said and done. And the other thing that ticked me off yesterday, I was supposed to get my capture card. The mail didn't show up until almost 7 o'clock. So, okay, you guys are running late. I understand being short-staffed because of all the BS that's been happening. For a long time, the BS has been happening. I go downstairs, and I'm like, I have no packages. What the frick? I had 2 packages showing up. One from Amazon, one from Hot Topic. I had ordered 2 shirts from Hot Topic. One of them showed up. The other one's coming Monday. They actually shoved it into the mailbox. So the mailbox was cramped with everything because they did that. And then I'm like, all right, well, where's my Amazon? Where's my Amazon? And I see a slip that says, well, sorry, we missed you. Apparently the package needed a signature, which is fine. I just kind of wish Amazon had said something about it was going to need it or something. But it said that nobody was available. That's why it said the sorry we missed you slip. Nobody was available. They didn't bother bringing the damn buzzer for any of us to know. My brother was home. I was home. Forrest was home. Nothing. You didn't miss us. You didn't fucking bother. So after work, Forrest is going to get me because I have the slip. And more than likely, I would still have to be like, hey, I'm the one that needs this. So go out and freaking get it. If it turns out that they're like, try to re-deliver it or something without me saying, hey, re-deliver it, I'm going to be so mad. So yeah, I'm on the remote play. That's the kind of the other reason I'm like, you know what? I'm probably just going to end early because I can already see it doing its little stutter thing here and there. So thumbs up. Let's see. Easy then get Durin for the mate. Yeah, ringing the doorbell calls your phone. And we have proof of it actually doing that fine when Brendan came to visit. Because he actually figured out how to use the buzzer. It did that, but he also texted me to let me know that he was up front. So, I don't know. Delivery people, and if you are a delivery person, no shade. But around here, in my last few experiences of getting something delivered, like via like Amazon or a package or something, I have seen the most absolute laziest of shits. And not that long ago, we had my friend Brian in chat talking about the UPS delivery he was trying to get. And the reason that they just kept saying, sorry, we missed you, is because the person couldn't figure out how to ring the buzzer. And it's not even like our confangled box where, like, if you type in our apartment number, it doesn't do anything. You have to search for us and then hit it because it's digital. So freaking stupid. Whereas his was literally your standard, here's a box, the apartment number's right here. Just look for the name, his last name, and hit the damn button. Stop doing steps to make up time. Yeah. And like I said, like, I have the utmost empathy and sympathy when you have to work that long. Because typically it was literally the last part of the route would be at 5 o'clock. And would go only a little bit longer on like holidays, like when they're doing the Christmas packages and all that. But the fact that it's taken, like, when you look at your Amazon tracking and it says arriving by 9 p.m., it's like, no, that's absolutely not fair. That should not be a thing. Honestly, the Sunday deliveries shouldn't even be a thing because it never used to be. Like, why all of a sudden now? You can wait a damn day. You know, that the Postal Service isn't delivering, you can wait a day. I mean, I'll give you that. Oh, I am absolutely furious. Like I said, you have my sympathy for having to go like late into the evening and stuff like that, but you still need to do your fucking job. What it's like I said, what it seems to me is that they couldn't figure out the box and they just did the whole thing of, yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I'll say the sorry we missed you shit. So it's almost no difference than what happened with Brian. But that's what it seems like to me. Because everything else was delivered. But that's what it seems like to me, that they didn't want to bother with the box or couldn't figure out the box. But on the same hand, you have the not bothering with it, that it kind of comes off of like, it's fucking late, I'm not gonna do jack shit and I'll just write the slip. It can be either or. Either way, we have to go to the freaking post office and try to make it before it closes at 5. So this ought to be fun. Because driving in the city is not fun. Smile and nod. So yeah, Hex and Circle for Genshin is probably what I would do to the free to play account. But at the same time, it's like it's just looking at it makes me sad. And I want to look at it. So I'm not touching it right now. My main is fine. Like, my main is fine. I just have that whole thing where it just feels like I feel like I have to do the dishes. We'll use that analogy still. We have to do the dishes and pull Nefer, even though I'm not going to get the most out of her damage because I don't have Lauma. I do have other supports I can use, but then this also brings up another semi-problem, and that is that it would take away Aino from Flynn's. So at that point, you now have, it shares the support. And I was like, well, I don't know if I can really do that. So we'll see. We'll see what I have to do on my main. So again, there's now that another little branch of, should I? Instead of going, oh, I could try to get an extra piece for Flynn's, whether it be Constellation or his weapon. Get Farina's weapon, so it frees up the sword to put back on Alhaitham or somebody else. But at the same time, like I said about Farina, she doesn't necessarily need the DPS. She can actually just go on Favonius should I need to use Alhaitham. And then we have well, we can wait and just go for a C2 Arlie, because I do want Arlecchino C2, and just kind of play and see if Nouvelette's going to be in 6.2. Latest rumor mill I heard, no, he's not. And I can see this as well. Was some people were thinking that it's going to be Venti running alongside Durin with a Mondstadt Chronicle Wish. This could actually be plausible, but I think it would be too soon for another Chronicle Wish, in my opinion. But yeah, I figured I would do a little bit of stuff on Disgaea today. Get through the rest of the get through the rest of the how many DLCs we got? 3, 4? Oh, we have quite a bit. Lady Overlord should be the last one, yeah. And again, these aren't voiced, but still silly enough. And see if we can get through these. Part of me, actually, let's see. The honor students, so Mao, Desco, and who's the ex-president? This is the one I would want to do, because this should be Valvatorez, Fenric, and Flawn. The zombie Sibs and... Okay, so it's Zed, and I can't remember his sister's name. From 6, and Sicily from D2. Then Raspberry. Oh, I'm forgetting her name, but she has the yellow prinny in Disgaea 5. And then female Laharl. Yes, that was a thing. Petra! Duval. Okay, we're going to start with Fenric. Please forgive me, dude! Yeah, I'm going to use Valvatorez and Fenric, so... Torres and Fenric. I reflected. Please forgive me, dude. Well, that seems almost a little uncharacteristic. So, the tone I'm reading this here is that he's actually, you know, scolding the Prinnies. I don't really remember him doing that. He treated the Prinnies with absolute respect because he's a Prinny instructor. And he would give them sardines. Netherworlds were famous for sardines. But look at this one. It barely has any scales. That make it easier to eat, dude. Sardines scale peel off easily. They said it. Oh, I never. Oh, I've never seen that. Him wrapping the cloak. I actually have not seen that. Unless he did do it in 4, but I didn't play. I'm trying to remember how far I got in 4. I want to say it was only like chapter 5. Okay, no, I take it back. This is very much Valvatorez. Maybe. Shown in the way of sardines. Oh, Jesus. Okay, 129, you should be 140 something. Yeah. Wind resist. Okay. Now, granted, when he goes into hell mode, that's when bad things will happen, but his okay, we just need to get these two over there.
You ready for this?
It's me!
Wow. Oh, that was wind. Okay. Okay, you can hit him from here. Perfect. I'll buff everybody,
Sure about this?
but
Let us pray. My numbers are solid. With a flourish. Let's Bushido!
unfortunately, I still don't have the next part for Braveheart. Suck. That's not what I want. I want Perlica. Oh, it would be better to go this side because Suisun's over here.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All hail Lord Valvatores!
I don't think that's Patrick Sites. No. Not Blazing Knuckle, go down. Just in case. Yeah, we probably can just do this one then.
There.
Oh, she's gonna hit Laharl if I do that. There we go.
There.
wish to research?
Oh, okay, cool. So
Please come
after
again.
fighting Valvatores, we'll get the testament for Valvatores.
Lost lambs.
Because
This is
hells
the
yes, I'm
hospital.
going to favor Valvatores over Laharl. And we'll wait
May
for
God
one more.
watch over you.
Doo, 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 doo. And we always save because we don't trust the autosave.
I'll show you the way, dude.
Dude! There we go. Valvatores, the vampire. But I can't back down now. I must begin a sardine revolution in the Hinamoto Netherworlds. If you want to stop me, you'll have to prove your love of sardines. I swear to submit to any Hinamoto resident who loves them more. It's coming out blurred, but the mere mention of the word love, even though it's about the love of sardines. I'm the one to call Flan! This is a love freak equation of powers. Ah, I'm glad that title stuck. So we're now doing Iron Chef. Okay. What the heck? Valvatores has a spear. That's weird. He's supposed to have a sword. Although I do like that it's sardine pin and bones. Oh, what's that? 144. What is... Oh, Fuji's only 129.
Sure about this?
Let me have some fun.
Honestly,
Justice for
Suisen. Suisen's fine. Ieyasu, you just go here. You just need to be on the field for him.
So you want a duel?
Parilica.
I don't even need gunpowder.
Well, you're not gonna be useful.
Absolve me.
Overlord! I guess we can break out
This is gonna
Etna.
hurt.
The only difference is if I can play Ow, I think she can use an axe that we saw when we had to fight her. So if she's playable, she replaces Etna. I forgot to actually look up to see who was playable. Alright, we'll see. See if Fuji can get it first. If not... Oh, Etna's in the way. Okay.
It's appreciated. How could I?
You are still 127. Okay.
Dude.
Really? You didn't kill it?
Dude.
Punishment time.
You wish to research?
Testament. All right, let's see. Do we get anything in the Testament? Death Grip, Beef Curry, Mana, and that's it. Death Grip, no. That, no. Nope. These might be okay to put in. That's unfortunate. Floral Spear. Black Belt. Wow. Oh, so close. Still not as high as the current stuff I'm running. Alright, we'll do this. Actually. $690. Okay. I mixed up the 9 and the 6. I was like, wait a minute. No, that's actually a little bit better than what I have equipped. Oh, Outlaw. Alright, we'll throw the Outlaw in as well, since I didn't have it equipped on Etna in the first place.
Come again.
Lost Lambs. This is the hospital.
Ah, I got nothing. Boo!
They gotta watch over you.
It's like the game figured out. I figured out how to exploit it.
Where to, dude?
Alright, let's go up against Flan. Sardine Tyrant Sushi is. He'll forever try to get Valvatores to become a tyrant again. Got Valvatores.
I'm the strongest overlord!
Okay, he has to be where the dragon is if I do that. Okay.
I'm gonna do my worst.
On your knees.
My numbers are solid.
Back off!
Absolve me.
Behold, my coat of armchairs!
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Are you? Why can you not? Is it that how much higher of a terrain? All right, I'm gonna move Laharl after, I think.
Sorry.
Scratch that. I can't move Laharl. Ooh, that did nothing.
Dude.
Flan. Demon's advocate. Katana man. Really gotta show her worthiness. There, her honor dictates I follow through and accompany her. Valvatoras! Wow, I just did a Genshin brain. Yep, let's see what we got. Oh, where's Adele? Oh, where were your? It was Scorching Fist. Yeah, you can take that back. All right, what do I have I can throw on you? Oh, did I throw anything on Adele? I did. And they equip Flan with a bow, but she should be able to use a... Yeah, she's got an essence staff. What does Flan have? Love Field. Decreased damage taken by all allies on the map. Ooh. She does have heals. She doesn't have any casting, but she does have heals. Power of Love should be all stats up. Okay. Mega Heal, Explore. Let's see. Love Knuckle and Holy Arrows. Okay. Magic Wall, Magic Boost. She doesn't have Shield or Braveheart. Okay. So I might still have to use my Cleric, maybe? Not the best, but we'll put that on her for right now. And she'll need some other stuff. Although I think I do have an orb for her. Yeah, I got... Already better than Royal, yes. Okay, so now she just needs armor. That's fine. Val, you're supposed to be on a sword. And we'll get him some stuff because he has an A in sword and an A in spear. All right, let's check out his abilities and stuff. Absorption. When defeating an enemy, increase own stats by 10% of defeated enemy stats. Hell yeah. Attacking use 20% of damage dealt to heal. Well, I know who's getting jumbified. Alright, let's go to the shop. Oh, duh, I was putting the testament onto Valvatoros. Nah.
Looking for something?
Alright, we need... let's see... Okay, I think that's actually what she has. So there might be one that I can actually use. Da, 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 da. Alright, we will... You're all set. Give you a Spartan shield. You have an holy orb. And I think we'll actually put you on an accelerator. There we go. Val has the no, he doesn't have the accelerator yet. Yeah, we'll try this. If I need to put armor on him, I will.
Thanks! Hey, this is the skill shop.
Alright, we definitely need some mana. Definitely need mana on them. I do know the first thing I need to do, though, is get it so I can change their classes immediately. Or whatever, just so I can put them into Sea Angel to get the XP up stuff. Yes, is Priere? Oh, I thought it said Plenaire. Priere? No, I don't think Priere is actually in the game. Yeah, Priere is not in 7 or 6. Thought you said Plenaire, and I was like, yeah, Plenaire is DLC.
Where to, dude?
All right, now that we got that, we'll start going down in order again. Here's Mao. Dead broke Axel. Oh, Axel. Axel. The Dark Hero. Lord Val.
Fear.
Let me have some fun.
Get ready.
This was always one of my favorite songs in Disgaea.
Absolve me.
So you wanna duel?
Oh, it's Perlica.
I think I'll pay you back.
I have to lure him down. He's gonna go hell.
Go there.
Search and destroy.
How many bits do you have? 6,000. That is unfortunate. There we go. Dragon God's Kick. A cameo appearance just for this. Dual Hound attack. All right.
Take this. Melt. Sardines. Said your prayers. Try again another day. Gale Wind. Werewolf Fang Fist. Wolf Assault.
There. You brat.
2,000 fucking speed.
Iki Edogawa, ready.
Actually.
Back off!
I would like for him to try to kill, but I think the knockback's still gonna happen, which means I need him to go first.
instead.
Stupid Axel. Huh. I wonder why they missed. Like, his speed was high, for sure, but
Lost lambs. This is the hospital.
30K,
May
alright.
God watch over you.
I'll show you the way, dude.
I didn't save it. I was just like, I'm gonna go do this. Be sure to save, because you never know when you're gonna die.
Where to, dude?
Let's go! Ooh, enemy boost. Alright. Let's play this safe. We'll see if we can lure them out. You gotta be careful of range.
Fear. Prepare yourself.
Better start packing.
You sure about this?
You ready for this? Just as
Okay.
foreseen. Come quietly. Your fate is peeled.
Absolve me.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Alright, hoping. No, I didn't bring down Disco.
Here.
I got this, meow.
Ah.
Meow.
What the? Okay, she's still on here. What's her stats? Oh, you can't reach. Alright, I need to be where Luce is.
Be at peace.
Actually, hang on, Belvatoros. You still can't. You have to be here. The rest of these are one hit. Alright, let's actually see. Sardines. Bring Fuji over here. And I need to bring out Ieyasu.
Back off!
Oh,
Annihilation!
should still go after her. She's
This is
defending.
it.
Yep.
You brat!
Ghosties!
Your rave will go unmarked.
13k. You are weak to wind. Okay, I want to do this. I don't think that's going to hit Val.
Take this! Prepare yourself.
Oh.
Try again another day. Come, Fenric.
For my lord.
Here I go. I leave it to you. Howling Moon! You aren't fit to breathe the same air as my lord.
I like that attack. That attack was cool. My measly little mana.
Need a prayer?
Alright, after
May
we
God
fight
watch
Mal,
over you.
we'll do a temple. See if we get anything.
You wish to research?
What are we doing here? 4. Okay.
I'll wait in the shadows. Where to, dude?
I did it again. I didn't save. Again, don't trust the autosave.
Where to, dude?
I know the whole point in Disgaea 3 is that you defeat his father, who is the head of the academy. So I'm guessing he just took over the academy at the end. 3 was one of the ones I didn't make it very far in. So Axel's now level 1. For our friendship. He came back when I told him it would help pay off his debt. I will do what I did last time.
Fear.
I think I can get away with being here, and then I'll bring Lucia up.
Get ready.
Make way for Overlord Lahar!
You sure about this?
Let me have some fun.
And
Just
we'll
as
do
foreseen.
Suisun. No, Suisun.
Come quietly. Your fate is peeled.
Let us pray.
Thanks. Thanks.
Actually, can I hit you with Overlord's Wrath? If I can, that'd be cool. I can hit you with 1. That's fine. The Hurl might be in danger, but Lucia's right there.
It's my duty.
You brat! You brat! You brat!
I'll show you the power of sardines.
Damn right! All right, let's get Ieyasu out.
Do as your shogun says!
Nah, I'll do it that way.
Target
What? It's my duty. Damn it.
Rookie mistake.
My replacement stands ready.
Wild!
My replacement stands ready.
I'll work you so good.
Yeah, let's get their skills up a little bit. Oh, can you get over there? You can't. Or he can just outright kill her because he's attacking from behind. He's got you there. Never change, Mal.
Lost lambs. This is the hospital.
Oopsies, went too far. 12. And oh, we got the sword. So we just need the axe.
May God watch over you.
Oh, Val.
Need a prayer?
Okay.
May God watch over you.
Good, good, good. Do, 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 do. How am I doing on
What do you want to know?
ability? Well, not ability. I just need to see their mana. Okay, Fenric's good. Okay. Gotta figure out the party. I gotta bring out Flawn, actually. So if I need to do magic boost, I should probably bring out Flawn to do that. Oh, now we see Axel. Can I, like, is there a way to just, like, have the picture over here stay, like, as one character? Because if it can, I want it to be Val.
Where to, dude?
Alright, where are we going? Who we got? The Kind Demon, Singing Princess, and the Angel Thief. Songstress doesn't. Trying to remember. I think she's from 6. Recovery. Okay.
I'm the strongest overlord.
Prepare yourself.
Get ready!
And of course, we still need to bring out Fuji.
I'll cut you down!
So many sword users.
Let me have some fun.
And we'll still probably try to do Suisun.
Ready.
Grillica.
Let us pray.
And 2 more, so that would be Flawn and Ieyasu for what I'm doing currently, but that's if well, I need Ieyasu just because of Suisun.
Thanks. Thanks.
Kind of want to be on the recovery panels, but Pearl can go here. One with Val. we might as well. Where's Flan?
I'll do my best.
That's not your voice, Flan. Alright, not bad, not bad. Really? Okay.
What?
No fair.
Yeah, you do that.
Victory!
Oopsies. No, I didn't. Stop. 9,000? Oh, you're gonna kill her in one hit. Oh, I was wrong.
A bad ending.
Where to, dude?
Kilia. That's who the demon of kindness was. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. I didn't make it far enough in 4 to actually meet her. That's the second cam that's done that. Where, like, it doesn't matter where the tab is, it's like doing this. Attack and defense. Okay. Defense minus. And it's just Kilia?
Be gone.
Okay.
I shall give you a taste of true hell.
And then
You sure about this?
Let me have some fun.
So you want a duel?
I mean, honestly, I don't even think I need Suicide for this. I honestly probably only need 2 characters.
Absolve me. The ice is tingling.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I don't really want to put the defense down, so we're not going to put her on that. I did not defend, did I?
You brat.
You're mine. Ultimate demon technique, final skill. Lydia holy water. The hell you got?
I'm taking over.
Are you, Laharl? Are you? Actually, we can get Flaw on some XP here. Alright, let's see what her heal does. Because we're getting like 12,000 heals from like my cleric, so we'll see. Alright, Laharl, Fuji, Benrick. 3,000, that's not bad.
Get backed! I'm sorry.
Counter to death. Heart candy. Excellent. Because there is something I might need to do the item world for later. Hey, Velvetoros.
Too, dude.
We're thinking too hard. I'll cut you down. No entry. Oh, this will be interesting. I have to go around or I have to kill this. All right.
Here I go. I shall give you a taste of true hell. I'm gonna do my worst.
Let me have some fun.
All right, no, Lucy, you should probably be on the other side, actually. That way you can take the fire.
Absolve me.
Behold my coat of armchairs.
And again, I don't really think I can do anything with Flawn. Actually, no, wait, I take that back. All right, let's move Fuji. Oh, frick, I can't move Fuji. And I moved Laharl. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, we'll do it this way. So Fuji's gonna miss out on Braveheart. But Flawn's gonna use Power of Love.
I'll get you back.
La la la. Love and peace.
That was
Thanks.
adorable.
You brat! You brat!
I'll show you the power of sardines.
No, that doesn't work. Alright, do what you need to do. You're just out of range. Oh, I can't even get up here. All right.
Yes.
3,000.
Cash and your life.
Do as your shogun says!
Just as foreseen. Target locked.
magic boost. Yes.
Thank you. Many thanks.
I thought she was going to be strong enough to take her out, but I should have known better.
Disco, let's go. Let's join forces. Here we go. Yeah. Yes. Now's my chance. I went a little too far. Let's work together.
You have a spore? You do. I might as well just do. Oh, wait. Duh, they're in a box, stupid. Oh, I'm silly. Fuji, can you get to Fenric? You can.
Many thanks. Thank you.
But I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost! Lord Val.
Oh, yes.
He just whooped your ass. I don't think you really want to talk to him right now. Oh, wow. They're quite high up there. Spear and bow. Okay. Increase damage dealt by male allies on the map. Okay. Oh, she's got Braveheart. Okay. Oops. Wait, what did that say? Collects taxes in the Teary space. Hey, nonsense. How you doing? Increase stats of adjacent male ally units. Okay. She's also a healer. She has shield and magic wall. Heal an ally. Okay. Nullifies the effects of jump abilities? Alright, kill ya. Counterattacks will be crits. Oh. Defeat an enemy. Okay, so he has the same stipulation as Salvatore's. Increase stats by 5% per attack made. What? Okay, Killia does sound pretty good, except for I'm still partial to Fenric. Alright, let's make sure we save. I'm gonna go check the item world because I think we're on floor 4 or 6, right?
Item world research,
8. I was not even close. Okay.
Please come again.
I am here. Hello, hello, hello.
I'll show you the way, dude.
So, what did you think of the new Abyss? I'm curious. Alright, so we got 2 DLCs left. Alright, so we got the characters from 6 and Laharl's little sister. 1 angry corpse, okay. Defense power, attack power, okay. Oh, he's 154. Okay, so he's... Who the heck in my party? Oh, it's my cleric. No. Okay, so they stopped scaling. You're just 154. How do I want to do this? Well,
Fear
yeah, I guess we could do this and hope. All right, Val, come in the corner.
Better start packing.
Get ready!
Fuji.
Cut you down.
Oh, no, we learned this the last time. Fuji go over 1.
You ready for this?
And then Lucy will go up 1 after the buffs go off. Dawn, where are you? There you are.
Let us pray.
Now, it's almost worth not using Perillica. Right, I was going to do Valvatoras. I don't play favorites. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll pay you back. Appreciate it.
Alright, I'm trying to lure him down.
Your rave will go unmarked.
You have a weakness? You don't. What you do, it's fire. That's the lunch alarm. But we'll go until hopefully around noon, and then I'm just gonna stop end stream. I'm gonna go grab lunch. I gotta hit the bank and do all that other stuff. Like I said, today was supposed to be more of a short, chill day. Actually, Val, can you move 1 back? Oh, Fuji's gonna have a problem. Actually, can I move 1 the other way, Fuji? Can't you... Oh, it's not a block next to you. Okay. And Fenric can't get behind Zed. Alright. Alright, then I'm just gonna do... Actually, I should just do normal attacks, right? He is on defense, so... The biggest problem here is I don't... Yeah, she has a 4, you have a 4, you have a 4. Alright, unfortunately there's nothing I can do about Laharl. Well... If he can get behind Val, hang on.
What?
I lost.
You did. What the hell did that say? I think that said something about the autosave.
Need a prayer? Blessings
Alright,
be
we need at
upon
least 60, I think, to do the 10.
I'll show you the way, dude.
No, not Zed. Why is that weird? Okay. Brilliant idea. Oh, we got two sides. All right. Weak to fire. No weakness.
You sure about this?
Okay, we can do it that way.
On your knees.
Here I go!
And we'll make them go backwards.
I'll
Revel.
teach you a lesson.
Oh, Lucy, you need to be on the other side. Because I need Laharl.
Better start packing.
Flan.
Let's go!
Let us pray.
And then Perlica.
Come quietly. Your fate is peeled.
Alright. Power of Love. Shield, Braveheart. Am I not hitting? There we go.
I appreciate it.
Alright, Fuji. You know what, Luce? Go protect Fuji. Can you actually hit? You can hit that. Okay. I think we're gonna defend. Harl, can you reach with Overlord's Wrath if I move you up here? Yes. Excellent. So I'm going to move you up here. all but one.
No fair. Your rave will go unmarked.
I mean, Fuji needs the levels, but Laura needs the sword levels.
My soul escaped.
I'll show you the way, dude.
No fighting on vacation. What? Oh, there's no dialogue. There's no voices, unfortunately. Hello, how you doing? I want to hear. It's me music, but nothing else. Just checking. Yeah, I I don't know what it is, but every DLC I've seen for Disgaea, it's never voiced, unfortunately. No worries, you're good. Yep, yep. The post game stuff is voiced. But I'm not powerful enough to even attempt it. So I was just like, you know what? I'll get my DLC characters and then figure out the party from there. Okay, now it's all three of them. What do we got? Ally boost with super encroach. I can deal with that. All right, we got Zed over here, Sicily, and then she's down here. Okay.
Fear.
Oh, Val. Well, she's far enough out now. All right, so Val and Fenric will go down here.
Better start packing.
Tina, okay.
Get
Fenric.
ready.
Fenric, you're gonna have to go here to get hit with Braveheart.
Fallen angel Flan on the scene.
Let's go, Flan.
You sure about this?
Not in the slightest.
You ready for this?
No. Sophia.
Absolve me.
There's nothing down here, so I can be somewhat safe, I think. Alright, so let's get this going. Shield.
So you want a duel?
Power of love.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Let's get. How do I want to do this? I want Fuji to come here. Luz can do this as well. Let's bring Lord Val down. We can do knockback with Fenric. And Laharl. Oh, that's not gonna be close enough. Okay, to hit Sicily, you'd have to be where Fuji is. So let's do that. Bring out Laharl.
I'm the strongest overlord.
Ah, shit. It would hit Fenric. And you're one square off. That is unfortunate. You can hit, but again, it would hit Fenric. You don't have a weakness, right? You have fire weakness. Actually then. Fuji. Oh, wait a minute. What I was thinking that was fire. Oh, that one's fire. The one that's like right close. And again, you'll hit Fenric. Alright, let's put you here. Who do I think is going to be more of a threat? Honestly, Zed's probably the biggest threat, but he's so far up that he has a little bit of ways to come down. So, I almost want to say it's going to be Sicily, just because she can heal.
Just as foreseen.
Okay, I know you don't have any buffs, but hold up. Back one. And
Do as the Shogun
yes.
says.
Okay. So we'll do this. Laharl, come back. Go Overlord's Wrath. And we'll hit with Star. Just far enough out. Oh, I didn't tell Fenric to do his thing. Okay.
Damn it.
You have ranged. That's not good. Let's see. Turn you.
Rock, paper, scissors. Look that way.
It has knockback. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Tried and true Overlord's Wrath. Uh, I think that's fine. Lose, come here. Defend. Okay, you're only gonna do that. We got this? Yes. Once again, like one square off. I got that. That's fine.
What?
I can do this by myself.
I'm sure you can, Laharl. Val. If you please. I don't think Fenrir can hit them. He would have to use this. Yeah, it's too far out. And he would hit Valvatoro's. Right? Oh, you can hit over that.
My soul escaped. I'm hungry. That was tasty.
She turned him into a meat bun. Alright, Val, you can't reach that far, right? Oh, you can.
My soul escaped.
Aw. No, they actually don't classify her as a monster. Like, I know Zed's not, and he's a zombie as well, but I wasn't expecting her to actually be a caster. Increase adjacent ally damage dealt by 30% and adjacent enemy damage taken by... Jesus. Oh, so she's another full-on caster. And a healer. Oh, she's the hybrid. All right. Nullify criticals on jumpability. Inflict ailments to enemies within 5 panels each turn. Wow. She's adorable. All right, Cicely. Jumpability, damage dealt by 50 plus 50% during elemental attacks. By ally Prinnies on the map. Okay, that one's actually kind of useless. And she also has magic, but it looks like she just has ice. Wait, so let's hang on. You are on cleric. Let me go back. Ice and star, you have wind as well. So the only thing you're missing is fire, which makes sense actually. You're weak to fire, so why would you have it? And Zed. You are hand to hand. And increase damage dealt by 2% per reincarnation. That's pretty good. Once I start reincarnating. Okay. Increase stats by number of revivals. Can you just get up? Is that one of your things? Yeah, it's not bad. Attacks have 20% chance to death blow. Interesting. How interesting. All right, we got one more set to get for the DLC. Yeah. 6 was weird. I made it to about chapter 6 or 7, I think, and I stopped. Maybe I should revisit it. Same with 4. I actually do have the complete versions of both of them. What we got? Do we have 60k yet? Oh, we do. 15 pull, go! I got nothing.
Blessings be upon you.
It was. Like, I don't mind that Nis tried to reinvent Disgaea in certain ways to be innovative. The problem I have is just so many layers of what you need to do as opposed to what you used to do in Disgaea 1, for an example. Disgaea 1 and 2 played very similar. There wasn't anything really into that changed. 3 was where they started to be kind of weird. And it's like, I need so much crap. So, like, in this one, when I was going through everything, I was like, man, when should I start, like, grinding or reincarnating? Because in the first one, I would reincarnate roughly around level 50 to 100. And that's around the time I would hit Celestia, just to get a little bit more powerful. And everything I looked up was just like, oh, don't reincarnate. Not for a while. You got to work on the class levels first. And I was like, what? So I totally missed a layer of this, and I was like, oh dear God. There is an ad break. What
I
floor
do
are we
all
on?
research,
One more? Oh no, research is complete. What do we get? That's not a lot of help. Ooh, Gungnir. Please let Gungnir be good. I want to throw it on Lucio. Holy Streamer. I know that's not as good. Ooh, nice. 1,000 even. Okay. Another Eclipse Wand. Holy Orb. Red Ace. Okay. Ooh. It might be better than the diamond. Take hold of your destiny.
Please come again.
All right, Val, let me see your sword for a sec. Oh, no, you got the one from the shop. That's actually going to be better than the red ace. Who has swords? Everybody has swords. It's worse. Loose. Welcome back. So yeah, how many of the Disgaea games have you actually played? Because again, I've only completed like 3 of them. So 3 out of 7 I've done the main story all the way through. Unfortunately, like I feel unfortunate because I was like, maybe I could play through 3, but I would have to find a way to connect my PS3 up because there's no other way for me to play it. I mean, ever since Chrono Trigger, and honestly, 1, 2, and 5. Okay, so about the same amount as me. First 2 franchise. I don't think Disgaea RPG. I never played Disgaea RPG. That was the mobile one, right? And yeah, New Game Plus would be, well, I mean, technically the original had it. I'm trying to think. Is Disgaea 1 the only one that has multiple endings? Because Disgaea 1 didn't really do like a post-game story. It was the mobile game. Yeah, I can count. They all do. Now, here's my question for Disgaea 7. Did I screw something up by accidentally doing an ally murder? That was a total oopsie doodle. Lucio, where are you? There you are. Purple oh, it's probably going to be weaker than the purple skull. That's unfortunate. Oh, it is better. It's just barely better. That makes me happy. So for anyone who doesn't know why that makes me happy, I actually had Gungnir in FF11. I was a Dragoon main. I actually had the 119 Afterglow Gungnir before I quit. No idea. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe it's just my it's been a while since I played through the Disgaea 1 complete on stream, and I didn't even think about it. I had set up an attack to go off, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure in Disgaea 1 it didn't keep my attack going because I hit the square when the ally was nearby. So I was like, oh yeah, the person will either live or whatever. And I killed the boss, but the attack still went off and it killed Higan. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't supposed to happen. But whatever, I autosave, whatever, what's done is done. Dragon Core had an interesting take on New Game Plus, which I think is called Continue Plus or something. I don't know. But basically, you weren't going to beat the game, or if, don't get me started on Dragon Quarter. So I love Breath of Fire. I wish Capcom would revisit it and not do the mobile BS that they did with Breath of Fire 6. They had the gall to actually call that 6 in the franchise, and it was basically in the game's shadow. Like, so far deep in the shadow, it shouldn't even been called Breath of Fire. But 6 was, I remember 5 being interesting when I was looking at it. I was watching a friend play through it, and he died on the boss. And then everything changed after that. Like, he revived, everything changed. And I was like, oh, I don't like this. Like, let me just play through the game. Please don't change it. Really? 3 is my second favorite in the series. My favorite is, funnily enough, the one that has the... which is not Dragon Quarter. Dragon Quarter has the one that has the most controversy. My favorite is 2. And, like, back in the day, that was kind of a hot take as well, because the translation was so bad. But the characters were so good. I loved Nina in 2. She is still one of my favorite characters. Yeah, nowadays it's actually a lot more popular. And the funnier part, my husband and I just watched someone's video that talked about the history of Breath of Fire. And I remember actually complaining about this ever so slightly because around the time with the Game Boy Advance, Squaresoft or Square Enix had re-released Final Fantasy 5 and 6 on the Advance. And Capcom had done Breath of Fire's 1 and 2, and my brother actually bought me as a gift Breath of Fire 2. And I remember being so excited to play through it, and this would be the first time I played it without the Game Genie, because yes, 12-year-old me played it with the Game Genie on the Super originally. They didn't change the translation. It still had the horrible translation versus FF6, for an example, completely changed theirs, which I don't think needed it. We got Gungnir. What else? Did I get something else? I don't remember. Save the game. Save the game. Breath of Fire 2's translation, though, was absolutely notorious for being bad. And it just reads like you on my YouTube channel, you could actually go watch the VODs of my playthrough of it. I do read the story out loud. Part of the reason I'm not actually reading Disgaea's is because I do stutter a lot. But me trying to read the dialogue of Breath of Fire 2, I was like, man, reading this out loud, you can tell how bad it is. Yeah, it's one of those stories like Breath of Fire 4 or Dragon Quarter where everything only ever gets worse. Nothing ever gets better. There's something appealing about burning it all down, though, right? Stories like Breath of Fire 4. So here's the thing. I played through 4, but I think I only ever finished it once. Yeah. But I mean, like, early PlayStation games, too, had rough translations, and, like, a very infamous one is FF7, when you go into the Sector 5 slums in that tunnel where you have the one guy that has the Mako poisoning, and Aerith goes, "This guy are sick." And it's like, no, sweetie, try that again. All right, let's see. All right, we got the last one. So we got Raspberry. I just blanked on her name again. It began with a P. The one with the Prinny, and we got Laharl. The legendary delinquent. 'You gave up on 4 around that? Oh, wow. 4 was okay. I do want to actually try to pick it up on Good Old Games. It's actually really cool that they were able to basically get the license to revive the PC port that the UK had when it came out. I do want to try to pick that up to play through it again because it's been a long time that I barely remember it. I just remember Falu being freaking cool. But 3 was awesome. I loved Breath of Fire 3. To this day, Tipo is one of my favorite characters. Do you know how much I cried knowing you had to kill Tipo to continue the game? Ah. There's Laharl. You see that? That's right. Okay. He just goes for ruthlessity and submission rather than hope, freedom, and courage. And I understand why. Yeah. So like I remember the first time playing through and I got to that point and you found Tipo and I was like, oh, he's gonna join us, right? And your choice is to stay with him or basically defy fate. And I'm like, I don't want to kill Tipo. So I stayed, and you do get an ending for that. But basically, is Ryu staying with Tipo, and the two are basically there. That's it. Like, they don't have their friends, nothing. It's just the two of them. And it's like, who would want to live like that? But you totally get why he does. So then the whole point is like, well, what happens if you say, no, you don't want to stay? I was so hoping that Tipo would, because, you know, Ray is with you as well, you know, that you would have that story of them being like, no, come with us and we will defeat the goddess kind of thing. It's like, she's lying to you or whatever. And it's, no, he goes against you. And I'm like, eh. 14, 15-year-old me was very shattered. Yeah, Breath of Fire 3 is excellent. Objectively, I think 3 is the best in the franchise. My favorite just happens to be 2. My brother's favorite is actually the first one, which, admittedly, I didn't make it very far. Seriously, I didn't make it very far. I got through the first part of the story, left the town, got into a fight, and because it's Breath of Fire, your armor feels like it's paper, and I died. Because I just got crit like 3 times in a row. And I'm like, I can't be that, they can't be that bad with RNG, right? Right? So I loaded up again, left, and I died again. And I was like, this is not fun. Oh, jeez. I think I know how this is going to go.
Here I come.
Oh, wow. Valvatorez could actually make it up here. I'm curious. All right, Val, you can get up there. We're gonna make you get try something. It's gonna be the worst
Prepare
idea I think I've ever had.
I'm the strongest overlord. I'll do my best.
You sure about this?
On your knees.
I have a feeling that she's actually going to throw these down. That's why I said that it's probably going to go poorly. But Val might blow himself up, but I want to see. I can't. I have too many characters. I don't know where everybody is now.
Behold my coat of armchairs.
Indeed.
The tingling.
Thanks.
Cheating is fine in single player games. Absolutely. So, like I mentioned using the Game Genie on Breath of Fire 2 for the Super Nintendo. And to this day, I still remember the code for quote unquote infinite HP. And I'm air quoting infinite because if the damage still exceeded your max HP while the Game Genie was on, you still got KO'd, which resulted in you having to turn the Game Genie off to revive the character and heal them and then put it back on. But yeah, C9FA EFA6 was the code for the infinite HP on Breath of Fire 2 on the Game Genie. All right, let's. All right, we'll slowly go up. Okay, we're gonna go up one more. And pray. This is that he's out of range.
Perfect score.
Oh. They didn't explode. Well then.
Jump!
I was totally expecting a chain reaction. You always have to expect the explosions in Disgaea. It is a really fascinating device. Like a piece of it was. It really was. And the Game Shark was the same thing for like the PlayStation. Here's the funny thing about the Game Shark. It messed up with my file on Rival Schools. At one point. What was it? Oh, I can't remember the exact issue it had, but it had to do with the arcade disc. If it was on the Evolution disc, it was fine, but the arcade disc got messed up for my file. It was like the story wasn't playing or something like that. It was so weird. Autosave. Oh, it was talking about the autosave. Okay. I'm just trying to save it myself too quickly. Sorry, autosave. Yep, they were exactly the same thing. And for different eras of games too. So it's possible that it was like the same company that did it. It just like evolved into something else. I'm not completely sure about that though. but they functioned exactly the same. And of course, like because of those devices and stuff like that, I remember being at the local library. Like my brother and I would go down to the library to use the internet because we didn't have a computer at home. And we're looking up like, Game Genie or Game Shark codes. And my brother was like, "Oh my God, there's a way to actually bring errors back with the Game Genie." And I was like, "Okay, cool." But the codes never worked. They never worked. And I was saddies.
Where to, dude?
The curry lover. I do love me some curry. I could go for some curry noodles. I don't feel like walking down to the Chinese place and getting it though. Oh, she was she was giving the massage, of course, because it's Raspberry. She was doing the nice thing because she's a delinquent. Yeah, that's the best I can do. Like, as I can't control them with a great sense of ease. Because otherwise, it would be like I could set it to 3 minutes, but it would still be like the maximum time I can set it out is like 20. And I think I think if I was partnered, I might have better control over it, but that's the best setting I can have as an affiliate that I can see. Oh, 1 second. Oh no. I went to take a sip of my water and there's none. I hydrated too well. No worries. I understand the ad breaks happen and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying my best because I'm like, I want people to be able to sit, chill, vibe, and not get bombarded with ads. That's all I want, man. For that frequency, yeah. Because I'm cool if it's like a 60-second ad break or something like that. But I don't know how many ads it actually does. I'll have to look in deeper to it to see if I can fluctuate it a little bit more. Oh, the pre-roll ads are absolutely annoying. It was one thing like when I got affiliated that I was like, okay, pre-roll ads are a no. I want people to be able to come in, get a feel for the vibe and then decide if they want to, stick around and deal with the ads or, go ahead and toss a sub if you feel like it. But I'm also not going to shill out subs either. Subs are always for like, it's generosity and stuff like that. And I'm not going to be like, please just sub. If you don't want the ads, just sub. Do you know how many streamers I've seen that were absolute dicks to their chat and being like, if you don't like it, just sub? It's like, that's rude. Don't do that to your chat. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm like, okay, if I run an ad every 20 minutes, that's fine. 20 minutes is quite a bit of time to sit down and stuff like that. It's just like, okay, get up, stretch, do whatever, run to the restroom if you have to. But make the ads like a 60-second ad break. Like a minute ad doesn't bother me. It's when that was the other option that I could do like a 3-minute ad at one point for like, what was it? 40 minutes or something like that. It was weird. It might have changed just since I last looked at it, but it was a weird thing that I'm like, I think this is the best I can do that's gonna give quote unquote revenue and then not be that bad. But question for chat actually, because I don't know what determines like what kind of ads you see. Because for a while before I grabbed Turbo, when I was seeing ads, smaller streamers would actually get the ads that like were just on the sidebar and didn't like play or anything. So it was just like a quick like little Amazon blip and counted as an ad break. And then there was like the full blown ad breaks where it would actually just play commercials. Are you guys actually getting both, or are you guys seeing just the full blown commercials? Every 2 hours. 2 every hour, 1 every half hour is my understanding. Okay. You can determine what ads people see is how advertisers. Ah, gotcha. All right, I will go in and see what I can adjust for the ads because I've noticed like when I first got affiliated, it wasn't that bad. And now it does seem like they're popping up a lot. Which honestly, I feel is a Twitch thing anyway. Hurry! Yep. But like when I got affiliated and I saw how much stuff opened up in the back, I'm like, holy shit. There's frequent. I know one day this week I felt there was more than normal. Yeah. Cause like even when I'm just like sitting here reading the story or like even yesterday when I was doing the abyss, like I would look over to chat when I had a breather and I felt like I kept constantly seeing like ad break in progress and stuff like that. And I'm like, didn't I just see this? I know 20 minutes hasn't gone by. So it almost feels like the 20-minute mark isn't like being hit. Oh god, attack power up? Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Alright, I think we're just gonna get rid of the attack power.
I'll teach you a lesson.
What the hell is this song?
Better start packing.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, did you actually? You did at level 1.
Absolve me.
You sure about this?
Oh, no. Fuji, you need to go back 1.
Let me have some fun.
Come quietly. Your fate is peeled.
Over here. And you know what? We'll do this.
My numbers are solid.
And we want Ieyasu.
Do as your shogun says.
I'll have this Thank you. Appreciate it.
Montas, Ieyasu.
Prepare for impact.
Yeah, let's get rid of this. Would that have helped me? Yes, it would have. But I fear what she would have done with attack plus 100, basically. All right, get them, Val. Excellent. All right, Val.
I'm going, Clip.
There.
Straight first to win, Clip. Yeah! Clip.
No fair.
Woo! Yeah!
Protect Lord Val.
Even stronger, Clip.
It's go time!
Out of range, really. Now, do you have to be where Val Torres is? I think you do. Oh. Well, okay then. Oh. Well, raspberries. Oh, Fenrir goes all the way back over here. Oops. I thought somebody was missing. Oh yeah, there's ads again right now. Or an ad break coming in 4 minutes. Snooze for a sec. Yeah, and snoozing really doesn't do much, just so you guys know. With the ads, it only snoozes them for 5 minutes.
You wish to research? I'll wait in the
Okay, so that
shadows.
means I probably only have like 40k?
Lost lambs. This is the hospital.
Nope, not even. That was high
Blessings be
hopes.
upon you.
That was high
Too,
hopes.
dude.
Yep, at most 3 times. I remember, I think it was Dawn Trail. When Dawn Trail came out, me and my friends actually, I was streaming it, and I was with 2 of my friends. No, I wasn't affiliated at that point. What was it? I was playing through something. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do my best to, like, you know, pause the ads at, like, crucial moments. And I ran out of those 3 super quick. I can't remember which game it was. I wanted to say it was Dawn Trail, but I wasn't affiliated at the time, so it definitely wasn't that. Dawn Trail, I had the problem with my remote play even more so. That was a big problem. La Harl. Lady Harl. Let's make sure you stop breathing with my next attack. Oh, it's enemy boost? Fuck.
Fear. For my lord.
Actual Harl.
Let us pray.
Let's go!
I'm gonna do my worst.
I'll punish you.
Yeah, probably go.
Duel.
Yes, appreciate it.
My only issue. Okay, you can't, but Val can. Target in range. There we go. Go here. You can go here. Okay, Fuji can.
These damn
Yeah! All right, no, no. That is very true. Making that scum my vassal is a fate worse than death. All right, that's all the DLC. Oh, female Laharl uses fists. One day Overlord fist. She has meteor impact? What? That feels wrong that the normal Laharl doesn't have meteor impact. But Raspberry's counted as a monster. That's interesting. What was she in 3? She was a caster in 3, right? Oh, that's cool. Well, she's got the fire spells. And you're counted as a I think she was counted as a monster in 5. Anti-bully. Taken by you or adjacent allies by 10% per adjacent ally. Okay. And she has Braveheart and Magic Boost. Cool. But that's all the characters. So I'm happy about that. Made it to 4. And how many pulls can I do?
Lost
Probably
lands.
like 4.
This is the hospital.
Yeah, not many. It's 6. We'll do a 6 pull. I never get any like of the weapons and shit when I don't do that.
Blessings be upon
When I
you.
don't like do a 10. Alright. Let me save the game. Hey, Val. And I'm just gonna use that for the rest, so. Because that's where I'm going to end today. And we're just gonna save it one more time because I wasn't paying attention. Because I need to go run some errands. And like I said, I'm going to hopefully get my freaking capture card when my husband gets out of work. Crossing my fingers that it's at the post office like it said it should be. But I hope you guys had fun with Disgaea. Basically, the other reason I wanted to do the DLC is because I was doing the stories on stream. I was like, you know what? I know I want to use Valvatorez. I know I'm probably going to use Flan. So I want to actually get all the DLC characters so I can actually plan out who I'm going to use going forward in the story, the post-game story and stuff like that. So I can start unlocking all the classes and stuff like that for the abilities that they need to, level and whatnot. Because again, there's a whole ass new layer to Disgaea 7 with the classes. So mastering the classes gets you the abilities, and then you worry about reincarnation because those classes actually go into the stats of the reincarnation. So it just makes it a lot more viable. So yeah, you don't want to reincarnate so soon because of that. So you have to do all that, get all your abilities, and then grind it out. Hopefully I can unlock the I don't remember what it's called, but it's the equivalent of the Cave of Ordeals. And that way I can have a specific grinding map and stuff like that. So should be good. Should be good. And I can actually, just sit, relax, and do that off stream while I'm actually, seething at Genshin. So Monday, I don't know if we'll be doing Monday or Tuesday just yet. But again, because kind of taking a step back again from the free-to-play account on Genshin. But Wednesday we'll have the update for Genshin, so we'll go back to that and Star Rail, like our normal streams. But we'll see. I'll figure it out. If I figure it out sooner rather than later, I'll post it out on Blue Sky what we're going to be doing. But I will see everybody on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. I'm going to go get something to eat because I'm really hungry. So take care, everybody.